Pero in the other subjects, sa ibang subject niyo, na ano nyo ba yan? Na-tackle nyo ba?
Yung selected lang po, Doc. Sa practice, VT4, VT7 pa lang po.
VT number 7 and?
Yung ophthalmoscopy po. And VT4 po.
Oh, okay. So at least na sa akin naman, na-tackle din natin yung ophthalmoscopy, retinoscopy ninyo, di ba? Tama ba ako? Okay. So in this subject, visual analysis, no, dito you have to understand, no, the importance of the visual test. When I say visual test, yun yung mga 21 step ninyo, no? So you should understand the importance of the visual test in visual analysis. So dito, you're going to apply the 21 visual tests. Dapat matuto kayo kung paano nyo i-interpret yung mga sign and symptoms, okay, ng mga refractive error. Kung ano yung importance ng visual test. Management on how you're going to apply sa mga refractive error ng mga pasyente ninyo. Okay? So when we say visual test, nandyan na yung vision, no? Na pag-uusapan na yung vision, yung mga eye. Okay? So dito, there are many different ways naman, no? Para dyan sa mga clinical data that can be analyzed, no? So this time, dapat maging interesado tayo sa mga function, no? Sa mga methods or near point of analysis. Can you follow? Yung mga functions ng method o kaya yung mga dysfunctions of the analysis na dapat ma-develop yan. Gaya ng mga nagpa-practice ng mga optometrists, sa ngayon, mga pasyente nila, patients to emmetropia, that was already corrected by the correct prescription, presuming na absence ang mga presbyopia. So, mga nagpa-practice na optometrist, nakikita nila yung mga marami ang mga hyperopic patients, no? Where they are more comfortable pag na sila ay nako-correct, no? Rather than the mga ibang test na pre-prescribe na full plus of the subjective test. So dito, ang explanation niyan, eventually, yan mostly kasi yung iba parang psychological na lang, no? Or there are developmental literature. Okay? So dito, dapat there is no questions, no, that any method of the analysis of the visual data, no, na nag-arrive sa mga tanong, okay? Kasi yung mga cases na yan, usually nagsisik yung mga optometric services. For example, yung mga nagpe-prescribe ng mga subjective diffraction, mga ganon. Pero, what do you think? Ano sa akala ninyo? For example, the advancement ng mga optometry ngayon, anong nangyayari? Dr. Balido, do you have any idea? Sa field ng pagkakaroon ng prevention sa field ng optometrists?
I think, Doc, parang same pa rin naman siya dun sa before. Pero marami na rin changes in terms of patient conditions po, I think. And since iba na yung lifestyle compared po before, kaya parang mas malaki po yung demand ng kumbaga ng ability to assess yung conditions ni patient kasi mas complex na po yung ng mga tao ngayon, conditions nila.
Okay. Dr. Almasin, what can you say about the prosthetic device? Na-istorbo ba kayo? Kasi dito may
Wala po akong idea.
Wala kang idea. Gumagawa na ba kayo ng mga prosthetic?
Hindi pa po, Doc.
wala kang anong idea or any opinion?
Yung about sa ano po, yung ang tawag dito, yung pag walang matay, kabila, lalagyan ng prosthetic.
Ikaw, sige, sabihin mo, ano yung nalalaman mo? Ano yung mga idea mo?
Prosthetic eyes po ba yun, Doc? No?
Prosthetic device.
Device. Wala, Doc eh.
No idea?
Opo.
Okay, sa advancement ng optometry ngayon, or nagkakaroon siya ng field of prevention, means yung mga optometrists, they are no longer satisfied, no, sa pagprescribe mga lenses, no, as a prosthetic device. Pero kino-consider nila yon by means ng mini-maintain nila yung mga visual deficiency ng mga pasyente, no, in spite sa mga impact ng mga industriya, no. So minsan ang mga optometry, they can already perform, no, mga services in the field of visual enhancement. Okay? So we optometrists, we possess the key to increase visual efficiency, no, for these patients. So they can what do you mean this? So they can perform, no, their jobs easily, quickly, and accurately. Okay? So, ang optometrists, they are founded upon an old science na nakaka-develop o nag-expand sila ng mga professionalized ng mga by law and education. Okay? So, maraming modern approach ng science ngayon. Marami yan. So, when we say the modern approach of optometry, usually ang vision natin is a dominant function, no, in all actions of organization. So, ang vision, nag-include yan ng visual activity of the individual in his environment. Okay? So, what do you call this? There is also the preventive, no, or demands ng mga pasyente na in-examine ninyo, or there are some frequent intervals, no? But they are not exact, no? Okay. So, let's go to the skeletal. So, when we say skeletal, we have the convergence, we seek and holds a visual image. Okay? So, you can just imagine, mag-draw kayo ng mata. There is an instinctive muscle, eye muscle. Saan banda yun? Sa taas ng, saan yun? Extrinsic eye muscles. Those are the striated muscles, no? They are quick acting. We have also the large in size for the job that they can do. So we have also the visceral. Visceral, that is the accommodation. There is a discriminate and defines the image. So dito naman, nandito siya sa may, ano ba yun? Cornea, di ba? Ano yung nandito sa, sa gilid? Intrinsic eye muscles. Those are the smooth muscles. Okay? Slow acting naman siya. Now we have the cortical. We have the perceptual. Unifies, elaborates, and interprets the image. So, dito, there's only image, no, existing in the brain. That is electrochemical fields, no, which are ever in motions, fluctuating in the amount and intensity. Okay. Dito sa visual analysis, I want you also to learn about your case history. Naintindihan ninyo ako?
Yes po, Doc.
And I want you also to discuss about the visual pattern. And I want you also to understand the ano na yung inano ko sa inyo noon, Donder's law. Can you imagine? Can you recall the Donder's law? Any one of you? Hello.
Doc, yung Dunder's table po ba? Yung
Yes.
based din sa age, yung grade.
Kailangan alam ninyo yun, ha? And I want you also to learn this one, the developmental research, no? That reveals that binocular vision developed in the following sequence. We have the fixation, coordinated visual movements, convergence, monocular accommodations, binocular accommodations. So dito, phylogenetic and embryologic consideration reveals that accommodation is more ancient and developed prior to convergence. So when we say accommodation, there is a changes, no, with the age of the patients. Okay. Gaya ng sinabi ko sa inyo, yung age ng patient, that is the average accommodation found at each age level. So dapat kabisado ninyo yung Donder's law ninyo. Understand? So if the patient is assumed to have sufficient accommodative ability, when his amplitude accommodation is twice his dioptric working distance. Okay? So the act of accommodation is a complex pattern, no? Which is made up of many sub-patterns. So dito, some of the sub-patterns can be identified as, no? They are the tonic accommodation, aberrational accommodation, convergence accommodation, and psychic accommodation. So for same subject and some test distance, the total accommodation will be the same. Okay? Now, let's have the comparison of the sub-pattern accommodation and convergence. Can you please take notes, no? So under accommodations, we have the tonic accommodation, aberrational accommodation, number 3, convergence accommodation, psychic accommodation, number 4. Okay? So under convergence, we have convergence, number 2, fusional, open close a parenthesis, that is aberrational convergence. Fusional convergence. Again, convergence, we have number 1, tonic convergence, number 2, fusional convergence. Pero yung sa fusional niya, open close parenthesis, aberrational. Number 3, accommodation convergence. Number 4, psychic convergence. So dito, you have to take down notes that for some diagnostic purposes, no, it is often desirable to measure the amount of these components. Pero uh, it should always be borne, no, in mind that these are purely an arbitrary segmentation of a single complex that act to provide clear and single vision. Okay? So let's go to the aberrational accommodation, gaya nung diniscuss ko kanina. When we say aberrational accommodation, that is the range of performance in the accommodative patterns, no, that is due to the modification in the flux conoid because of the spherical and chromatic aberration. Okay? Next, we have the convergence accommodation. When we say convergence accommodation, that is the effect of convergence, no, upon the accommodative pattern. So its magnitude to equal to that of accommodative convergence. So there is an interventional flow, no, between accommodation and convergence na tumutulong para ma-stabilize ang accommodative accommodative poise and the convergent poise at any moment. Okay? So let's go with the psychic accommodation. That is the amount of lenticular accommodation in action due to the emotional and psychological reaction of the subject to the surrounding environment. Okay. Yung psychic accommodation na yan, tignan ninyo yung sinabi ko sa inyo na accommodation sa convergence, di ba? Nagkaroon tayo ng comparison. Tignan ninyo yan. It compares the sub-pattern of accommodation and convergence. Diyan yan pumapasok yung psychic accommodation ninyo. Now, let's go to convergence pattern. When we say convergence pattern, that is the another way of the primary portion of the visual pattern in the convergence pattern. Dito nagpro-provide yan ng mechanism para ma-maintain ninyo yung single vision. Naintindihan ninyo? Yung convergence pattern na yan, yan yung nagko-control ng posturing ng mata sa orbit. Yung centering ng total organism in its total environment. So dito, nakokontrol yan. Nakokontrol yung posturing ng eye globes. Ibig sabihin, yung mga skeletal nervous system na nag-innervate sa ano na yung EOM? Ano na yung EOM? Dr. Ferrer? May nakikinig ba sa akin?
Yes po, Doc.
Yes po.
Ano na yung EOM? Anyone? Sige.
Extraocular muscle. EOM, ma'am, extraocular muscle.
Ella.
Extraocular muscle.
Extraocular muscle. Pakilakas lang kasi mahina, ano? Extraocular muscle. Okay. So dito, ang convergence pattern niya yan, there is a survival value of organism. So the presence of diplopia would be in the effort to survive. Okay? Naintindihan ninyo? So ang approach dito, so near to the observer that he can no longer maintain singleness of the object, so the nearest point of single vision is called the near point of convergence. And the near point of convergence is usually expressed in inches or diopter. Can you, ano nga uli yung sinabi ko? Dr. Balito?
Convergence is usually expressed in inches or diopter po. Doc. Yes po, Doc. It refers to the inward movement of the eyes to maintain single
Bakit
vision.
mahina? Hindi ko kayo marinig.
Hello po, Doc. Hello.
Dr. Balito, could you please repeat?
Hello po, Doc. Naririnig niyo po?
Wala, mahina talaga. Hindi ko kayo marinig. Dr. Balido,
Hello, Doc. Yes po.
hindi ko kayo man marinig. Pakiulit mo nga yung sinabi ko kanina, the near point of single vision. Could you please repeat?
Hello po, Doc. Hello po.
Mahina talaga. Pero sige lang na nandito sa tenga ko.
Sige po, Doc. Bali po yung near point of convergence, it refers to the inward movement of the eyes to maintain a single vision when focusing on a near object. Convergence is usually expressed in inches or diopters.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin, the nearest point of the single vision, you call that near point of convergence. And the near point of convergence is usually expressed in inches or diopter. Can you all follow?
Yes, Doc.
Naririnig niyo ba ako?
Yes po, Doc.
Malakas
Yes,
ang
Clear
aking
po.
boses. Pasensya na kayo. Oo, malakas siguro ang boses ko, pero kayo hindi ko naririnig masyado. So, okay. So, its average value is 3 inches or 13-meter angle. So, no? So, its value does not change with age. That is the case with amplitude of accommodation. Okay, let's go to the convergence. Again, that is, gaya ng sabi ko, that is the complex pattern, no? Which consists of many sub-pattern. They are the tonic convergence, fusional convergence, accommodative convergence, and cyclic convergence. Yan yung diniscuss ko kanina ulit. Okay, let's discuss the buffer area in the accommodative pattern. You call that hyperopia. Okay. The buffer area in the convergence pattern, we call that exophoria. So hyperopia is that is the relationship between the pattern of accommodation and convergence to protect the integrity of the accommodative performance. So dito, when we say hyperopia, they operates to protect the mechanism of the accommodation against changes taking place between the pattern of accommodation and convergence. So, the hyperopia exists in the central nervous system. So, it is measured by the change in the accommodative mechanism induced by a plus lenses. Plus lenses ang ilalagay natin, which does not create an undesirable changes in the pattern of the convergence. So hyperopia is an appendable item, no, from the organismic viewpoint, no, in order to maintain a clear vision, no, in spite sa mga exigencies ng mga environment. Okay? So let's go to the exophoria. Again, gaya ng sabi ko, ang exophoria, yan yung relationship between the pattern of accommodation and convergence. Yan yung nag-ooperate para iprotekta niya yung integrity ng convergence performance. So dito, ang exophoria, siya naman yung nag-exist sa nervous system. Nagme-measure siya ng amount ng prism based in. Tandaan niyo yan. Prism based in na nagre-require to align the two dissociated image. Okay? So dito, kung meron kayong ganito, madali lang eh. Madali lang. Paano ba iaano para makita ninyo? Para magbaliktad. Hindi ko man makita. Ito. Yan yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Dito yung mga sa mga prism, dito ninyo gagamitin. Yan. Kasi ang visual analysis, dyan na papasok ang inyong 21 visual test. Naintindihan niyo ako?
Yes, Doc.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, Doc.
Okay. So, pag may time kayo, pumunta kayo sa clinic, mag-practice kayo. Yan. We call this phoropter. Phoropter head. Meron siyang plus minus. Dito, astigmatism. Dito, pag may mga, ano na yan, mga prism base in, prism base down, na ganyan. Yan na. Okay? So, ito naman ang tinatawag nating AR. Are you familiar with this?
Yes po.
Yes po.
AR, tama? Okay.
Oh, para sa akin.
Ay, narinig. This one naman, we have this slit lamp. Tuturuan ko rin kayo dito in the long run. May slit lamp na ba tayo sa school?
Meron daw po to.
Meron na. Okay. Ito rin yung napag-aralan natin dati. What do you call this one?
OR set
What do you
po.
call this one?
Retinoscopy.
Retina.
Ang type kasi hindi ko naririnig. Anyone? Paki-type. Anyone? Paki-type ninyo. Yung sagot nyo. Retinoscopy. Okay, that is Ella. Dr. Ella. And how about this one? What do you call this one? Paki-type ninyo. I-type ninyo. Ella na naman. Guani. Okay. Oh, that is ophthalmoscopy. Okay. What do you call this one? Paki-type. Almasi. Oh, anong sagot mo? This is pupillometer or petimeter. Pupillometer or petimeter. Dito ninyo gagamitin yan kapag ano na ha. Kapag, ano na ba to? Kapag kukuha kayo ng pupillary distance ng pasyente ninyo. Hindi po pwede na paglalo na kapag ang pasyente ninyo is progressive, kailangan makuha ninyo monocular yung PD ng pasyente ninyo. Naintindihan niyo ako?
Sandali! Judy? Nandiyan ba si Judy?
Ano lang yung ano nyo, silent na kapag ano. Okay. let's go further with the exophoria and hyperopia. Minsan, ang mga question nag-arise dito. Saan ba, minsan iniisip ninyo, saan ba nakalocate, ano bang location ng exophoria or hyperopia? Okay, so bago natin sagutin yan, mga question na yan, dapat alam natin i-recall, no? I-recall natin yung mga basic, no? Mga psychological facts. Okay? Muscles and glands, no? Siya yung nagre-response only when they receive efferent impulses from the central nervous system. Okay. Sandali lang ha. Out muna ako, sandali lang. Ano na yung last na sinabi ko, Dr. Araos? Dr. Abuke, Dr. Aguani,
Doc, ano po, yung sa location po ni exophoria and hyperopia, pero bago po yun is dapat malaman yung sa muscles, ganun po. And yung efferent sa peripheral nervous system, tama po ba?
okay, tandaan ninyo yung muscles and glands, nagre-response lang yan kapag naka-receive sila ng efferent muscles, no? From the central nervous system. Okay? Ang contraction or shortening ng mga muscles group, yan naman yung mga nag-occur only kapag merong proper innervational commands, no? Proper innervational. That is the command that has been forwarded sa central nervous system. Okay? So, ang movement ng mga eye globes niyan is subjectively ino-observe yan kapag ang pasyente ay nagkakaroon ng mga dissociated, no? Dissociated must be due to the innervational pattern na nag-i-issue ng mga nag-i-issue sa central nervous system. Okay. It can be therefore, maiano natin yan na ang exophoria and exophoria and hyperopia, yan ay nag-i-exist, no, sa central nervous system. Nakita ninyo kung gaano ka-importante ang central nervous system? Okay, now, ang exophoria is measured by the amount of prism based in. Exophoria, nime-measure yan ang amount ng prism based in na nire-required yan to align the dissociated images. Align, no? The dissociated images. Okay? Ang exophoria pa rin, nag-exist siya sa central nervous system. Exophoria, nag-ooperate para maprotektahan niya yung integrity ng mechanism ng convergence against changes taking place between the component of the visual pattern. So magkaroon kayo ng para hindi niyo makalimutan, prism based in, align, di ba? Yung isa naman exist, yung isa operate, para hindi niyo makalimutan. So we can already state the similarly for hyperopia. Okay? So ang hyperopia is nime-measured siya by the change in accommodation that is produced by means of plastlets. without producing an undesirable change in the pattern of convergence. Okay? So, ang hyperopia, gaya ng sabi ko, exists in the central nervous system, and hyperopia operates to protect the mechanism of accommodation against changes taking place between the component of the visual changes. Okay, naintindihan na ninyo? So dito kailangan talaga ninyong kailangan talaga ninyong mag-aral ng mabuti kasi you have to learn, read, understand, and the most important thing is you know how to analyze. Okay? Ang exophoria, saan ba siya lumalabas? Di ba kapag ang exophoria, paano ang exophoria paloob, di ba? Tama ba ako?
Yes po.
Yes
Paano
po.
naman ang exophoria? Can you
And-
open your
Outward.
paki-open ang inyong Dr. Aguani, open mo ang iyong cam. Okay, asan ang exophoria mo? Paano ang exophoria? Esophoria. Esophoria. When we say esophoria, papasok. When we say exophoria, palabas. Okay? So you have to understand all those things. How about
Ay,
orthophoria? How about orthophoria?
Orthophoria, Doc, ano lang po, nasa center.
When we say orthophoria, what is orthophoria?
Slightly nasal po. 0.5 mm.
Okay. So for your assignment, I want you to know all the tests, the name of the test, and the operational name of the test. Can you understand?
Doc, paulit po.
Know all the tests. For example, the test is number 7. You call that subjective. That is the basic findings, no? And then you should know the operational name. For example, there is a maximum plus to standard acuity while patient fixate target of the 20 feet. Okay, that is your number 7. You should know the operational name, the test, and the name. So I want you to submit that until tomorrow at 6 a.m. Kasi hindi pa ako pwedeng magbiyahe ngayon. Hindi ko pa kaya umakyat sa bus. So, as of now, online only. I'll try to meet you if I can travel. Kasi I cannot really, go to the bus para just to meet you. Kasi I'm not still okay. Okay? So, you have to submit that. I want you to submit that on time. Can you understand? If you
Yes,
are late in submitting, as of now, I will be a little bit strict, no? If you are late to submit your requirements, minus 20. I'm sorry. If you fail, you fail. Okay, sige. I'll see you. I will
Doc,
try, ha? I will... Ano?
Any paper po ba or yellow paper?
You write that on a coupon band. Yung dating ginagawa ninyo, coupon band, and then alam na ninyo, magkaroon ng maayos na I don't want you to be using any kind of paper, please.
Okay po,
Coupon
Doc.
band only. I'm going to send on your, what do you call this? Sa pagpapasaan ninyo mamaya. In your Google class. Ano yun? You just wait for my you just wait. Mag-antay ka sa instruction ko. You wait for my instruction. Make use of your time. Our time is 10 to 1, right? Make use of your time to finish that activities. If you can submit that this afternoon, then well and good. You just wait for the confirmation. Okay, I'll see you then. Make use of your time, ha? Ayaw ko na naman na you're going to submit that late na naman. Okay? Doktora Ella, can you get the attendance?
Yes.
At pakisubmit na lang sa sa Google Class, sa GC niyo.
Okay.
Okay. Hello. Okay, sige, see you.
Doc.
Make use of
Thank
your time, ha? Okay, see you.
Thank you po.